Prentice Allsup, Heating and Air, Coach's Corner. Fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 1019, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, jewelry, letter jackets, yearbooks, graduation products, and more online at jhacompany.com. Danny Brewer back with you. Very happy to be talking a little bit of baseball right now. Blackman baseball, that is. We've got Brad Frasier on the line. Coach, how are you this morning?
Doing well, Danny. How are you?
Well, I'm quite well. You know, it's like I've told the last couple coaches, great time of year. You got baseball going on. Basketball's deep in the postseason. Spring, we hope, maybe sprung. We don't know yet. But still, been good for baseball this week, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been a fabulous week. You know, everything's been dry. Actually, we've moved everything up today here at Blackman. We're starting a game here in about 15 minutes to try to play before the storms hit.
Okay, Coach. Well, we're gonna get right after it.
We're good. We're not playing today. We're off.
Oh, okay. Well, fantastic. Well, so tell everybody, how many years have you been at Blackman?
This is year 9. 3 years as a head coach.
Okay, and the other you prior to that you were an assistant there.
I was assistant coach. Yeah, with Barry Vetter.
And you've been in the high school baseball game for quite some time, haven't you?
29 years.
29 years, started when you were 10. Attaboy, Coach.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Blackman. Your team this year. I know there's a proud tradition. Guys like David Price and Drew Beam and guys like that have played there. So talk a little bit about what you've got going on this year and carrying on the Blaze tradition on the baseball field.
You know, we look at those guys and and we're a little bit opposite of that, to be honest with you. I talk about, not being superstars. I'm talking about being blue collar, work ethic, playing as a team. Like if you see any of our T-shirts that we have, our motto on the back says, for the name on the front. We're all about team. We eat together. Like when we have pregame meals, nobody goes up until everybody's ready to go eat. We try to do everything as a team, and I think that helps our culture. I think that makes them take pride in, and they're a lot more supportive of each other. I just, ever since I took over a couple years ago, that's all I preached to them was, hey, we're only as good as our team as this team. And I think they really thought, last year's group, oh man, that was all they were about. We were not the most talented group of guys, but they play for each other, and I think that's a key.
Coach, talk a little bit about pitching because, obviously pitching is one of the most important things in baseball. So tell me a little bit about the arms you have this year and the pitching staff.
Well, we got our 3 district guys back. Our 1, 2, and 3 coming back from the district last year. They're all back. They're all healthy right now. We got a couple guys. Andrew Monson, the all-district player. Mac Bolding, all-district player. Both of those guys were all area guys too. DNJ and Andy Beveridge. But all those guys' ERAs are right at 2.25. They're strike throwers. They do have some velocity, but they can throw. They can pitch. They're 3-pitch guys, and the biggest thing is they compete. That's our three district guys. Then we have a couple young guys I think is going to help us a lot this year. A guy named Jacob Robertson. He threw against Ravenwood the night and threw. I thought he threw pretty well. And then Josiah Womack. Those are both 2 sophomores. But then we have some guys that were banged up last year that never threw that are really good. We feel like Red Hayes will probably be our closer. He's probably mid-80s with a lot of sink. The guy named Jackson Parnell, who started the game last night, was a senior. Both of those guys didn't get to play last year. They had small, ailments that didn't really get them on the field. Then our junior class, we have 2 big arms, which will probably be closing for us also. John Beard and Daffy Norman. Daffy threw lights out the other night against Independence. So we feel like we have some arms. We feel like we can compete, late in the weeks. Because we got that many arm guys, actually our number 2 hadn't even thrown yet this year, and we've already played 4 games. So we feel like that, we're moving in the right direction. We're trying to stay healthy this time of year.
As far as pitching goes, you can never have too much of that, right, Coach?
Never. Never.
Yeah, you can't say never about too many things, but that's one thing you can say never about. So let's talk a little bit about what you've got, your up the middle defense, because that's always considered your catcher, your shortstop, your second base, your center fielder. Talk about a little bit about the up the middle defense and what you got going on there.
Yeah, our catcher Adam Beveridge, he's replacing Kenny Cologne, which was a starter for 3 years. But the great thing about Adam was he caught about 50% of the games last year, so it's not like he's a newcomer. He's very intelligent, does a great job back there, receiving pitches, blocking pitches, and he's doing a better job right now. And I've kind of had a conversation with him about leading from the plate, and he's done a good job of that so far this year. Up the middle, we have our shortstop's name is Jacob Adamson. Kid hit .395 last year, all district, all area, Walker State commit. So the kid can play. He's our shortstop right now. Second base, hadn't figured it out yet. We got two guys competing for that position, Maddox Wedgeworth and Manuel Villalonga. Both of them guys can play, and they're just kind of battling out right now, which I think is great for our team. So, those guys have to work hard every day. Every day's a test. In center field, we return Daffy Norman, started as a sophomore last year, had some rough days and had some great days. And so far this year, he has been really good. Last night at the plate, he was 2 for 3 with 2 walks and I think 3 stolen bases. So, returning him up the, center field, that kind of locks us down, which makes us really, really good.
So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about offense. We've talked about pitching and defense. That's how you win in baseball. But let's talk a little bit about offense. And I want to, before we talk about some of your hitters, I want to talk about your philosophy. Small ball. Give me your thoughts on small ball in high school baseball.
Well, if you've ever seen Blackman High School play in the last 3 years, it's a big part of our game. Our biggest inning last night started out with a walk, a drag, and then wind up with a grand slam. So we use that to our advantage. I learned a long time ago, I guess in my first or second year of coaching from the coach at Brentwood, Coach Nick Wagner. I asked him a question one time. I said, Coach, man, you guys got a great record. You won a lot of games. And his comment to me was, no, Coach, he says, a lot of teams beat themselves against us. And that stuck with me forever. So our idea and our philosophy is we're going to put pressure on you as much as we can, make you handle the baseball to try to break you. That's our philosophy. People don't like, some people, don't like small ball. Hey, if you give me 9 guys can hit, we won't play small ball. But, right now our philosophy is to move the ball, run the bases hard, steal bags, use the bunt game to our advantage.
Well, one of the things that Barry Vetter always said was most of the time it's who loses the game, not who wins the game in high school baseball. And I think that Coach Vetter was absolutely accurate in that. That's
a great point. I played for Coach Ken Dugan. He said usually the teams that could throw it and catch it win most of the baseball games.
No, absolutely right. And the thing about small ball, you brought up a great point that does put pressure on defense because it makes you play defense.
Yes. Yep. So somebody's got to catch it, somebody's got to throw it, and somebody's got to catch it.
Absolutely right. So let's talk a little bit about your hitters, Coach. Tell me a little bit about your lineup. A lot of times your 2, 3, 4 guys, your leadoff, your 2, 3, 4 guys, those are kind of the meat of the lineup. Give me a little bit about who you got in those spots.
Well, right now we're very fluid right now. We're rotating guys in and out. Right now, Maxwell Wilcox is leading off for us. Didn't have a great year last year as a junior. As a sophomore, but this year he's a new guy. He's in lead off, and he shows such maturity. Works the counts, goes deep in counts. Last night he hit a grand slam. So he's got pop for a leadoff guy, and he can absolutely float around the bases. Jacob Abson's batting in a 2-hole. Trying to take a little pressure off of him, trying to be the leadoff guy all the time. He hadn't caught fire yet, but it's just a matter of time. Andrew Monson, kind of been a middle order guy since he's been since a freshman. He's a great player, going to Columbia State. They're getting a good one. He's playing pretty well right now in right field, hitting the ball really well. Last night, I think he hit 4 line drives. All 4 of them were caught. But I'm like, hey, man, you just keep barreling baseballs up, you'll be fine. Right now, Austin Laban led us in home runs last year. He's going to Tennessee Wesleyan. He's kind of a middle order guy. He works counts, he battles, but he's got lots of pop. Mac Bolding, Pellissippi guy. He's going to Pellissippi State. He's been batting in the 5. He plays first base and DH's some. He's been hitting it really well. He had to walk off against Independence the other day in the 11th. So he's hitting the ball really well. And then you got Adam Beveridge and Andy Beveridge are kind of hitting the 6 and 7. They've been playing. They move the ball. They're good about moving baseballs, hitting and run, things of that nature. John Beard has really been a good player this year for us. He's kind of rotating third base, outfield. He's batting 6, 7, 8 holes. He's been hitting the ball very well. And then right now in the 9 hole, Daffy Normant has been hitting it pretty good. He had a really good night last night, so I think that bat's going to come alive. So we've got some pieces we can run. Top of the order, middle of the order, we got guys that can run. We feel like that's going to be a big thing for us this year. But we also got a lot of power. I mean, really and truly, we've hit some balls this year. If the wind went blowing in out of the south most of the weekend, we probably have 4 or 5 home runs already. So we feel good about our offense. Then you got Manuel Villalonga, and then you've got Maddox Wedworth both battling for, that second base spot. And they both, putting the ball in play, playing good defense. So we feel good about our guys right now. We really do.
Coach, talk a little bit about Rutherford County baseball as a whole. I mean, you guys are pretty dang good. Siegel, we know they're always good. Coach Revis does a great job over there. You've got Stewart's Creek, Riverdale. I mean, Oakland. I mean, the county baseball has been pretty dang good.
It's fun, man. It's fun because and talking to one of my sisters the other day, I was like, every day's a test. Every day's a test. Smyrna. I just got through talking to the team that played Smyrna the other day. Said they had a couple transfers in. They're pretty good. I'm like, I figured they would be. They're getting better. They're young last couple of years. I'm like, so baseball in this area, Rutherford County, it's fun to watch. I mean, there's a game here every night. So if you want to watch baseball, good baseball, it's a good place to come. And all the stadiums are nice. Concessions are great, and it's good baseball. I know probably just in our area right here in this year, this senior class, there's probably 15 kids probably signed scholarships. So hey, you're seeing some talent. You're seeing some guys that going to play at the next level and maybe go beyond that. So, Rutherford County baseball, you have a bad night, it can get ugly quick. You got to be on your A game from first pitch to last pitch, and then that's why you work at it. I mean, that makes it fun. It's competitive. That's why you start working out in August. That's why you start lifting weights in August, is to get you through this grind, and it is a grind.
No doubt about it, Coach. We appreciate your time. We wish you the best luck over at Blackman. And you're right. If you want to see some good baseball, go to any place in Rutherford County, especially over at Blackman High School. Coach Brad Frasier, appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by Rick Hall with Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna. Give Rick a call for auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Find out more online at rayburn.net.